okay. First of all, of course, we will talk about bullying, but actually, a topic is about cyberbullying. So, first of all,
Mhm.
let's talk about social media. Then, of course, we will move on our topic. Well, my first question for you is, do you like social media and do you use it a lot?
Well, of course, yes. I have been using the social media since I was in grade 5.
Oh,
So, I mean, I think I have addicted to social media, especially to Instagram and TikTok. Like every day
yeah.
I have to use it at least once.
Yeah.
So,
And so, of course you're into, yeah.
yeah.
Well, okay, so let's talk about, since you've been using it for a long time, let's talk about the advantages of using social media. So why social media is a good thing?
Well, I think it's a good thing is because it's have a good like we can like have connections with other people like our friends and family to stay
So
in touch
let me
and
write.
also
Yeah.
and
Just be
also social media help us to um it sometimes it boosts my energy up because whenever I'm down I would use social media to make me feel better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I do agree. So the first one, you mentioned really a really important point. You can keep in touch. Of course, you can say keep in touch or keep in contact with someone, or for example, with family, friends. Why? The font is too small. For every class, I need to change this fonts, colors. And I'm like, sometimes I get confused. Okay, well, uh, so of course, so this is the first one, and you can contact, you can. Do you think you can learn new cultures through social media?
Oh, yeah, of course. I learn like different like culture in different countries. Like England, I watched the royal family, like Egypt and a little bit China because Vietnam and
Yeah,
China is kind of similar. The traditionals and the culture is kind of similar, but I really want to see some other differences
yeah,
about
of
China.
course. Of course. And let's talk about the role of social media. So the next actually reason that it's really good, we can say that yes, so we can learn new culture. So this is another reason why it's good. But I want to talk about the period of time that we actually call it lockdown. And of course, it was not really good period. Like, if you remember the period of, COVID-19. So
Yeah,
first of all, let's talk about the meaning of lockdown. For example, the actually situation where you are restricted from, I don't know, freely moving around, or I don't know, it's because of your
yeah,
safety. It's because of your security. Like, for example,
yeah,
what happened, okay, like it was emergency when it was pandemic, or for example, COVID-19. So people couldn't travel, people couldn't, for example, communicate in person,
yeah.
okay? So actually, we say this situation is called lockdown.
I
So,
know.
yeah. Okay. So tell me about the role of social media. Okay, that time
Hmm.
during lockdown.
Okay. During the lockdown, COVID-19, social media is one of the most important things in our daily life at that time. So we use it for study, work, and like keep in touch with our families and friends. if we are from a distance place. So I think at that time, I mean, we cannot go to school or anywhere. So we have the only solutions for us is social medias and other sub websites to continue our like study,
Yeah,
academic study life and work to.
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So yeah, actually, let's add this one. I like that one. Yeah, we could gain knowledge and we can study, we can make friends. So why not? Of course, especially at that time, how we started, of course, we couldn't go to school. So we stayed at home, learning online, of course. So we acquire or get knowledge. So that was really good. And of course, it's really convenient way to get news.
Mhm,
But that is really important that if the actually news are fake news,
mhm.
real. So we know
Yeah.
that lots of fake news spread by people every day.
Yeah.
Of course, we are not sure about them. So sometimes, like, some weird things. And I'm
Mhm,
like, really? So, for example, sometimes, for example, you are Vietnamese.
mhm,
Of course, you know what is going on in your country better than everyone. And then you read something about it, and wow, this is about my country, really? And because you're sure that is not real. But unfortunately, there is no limit on social media, and this can be a negative point.
mhm.
Well, and so do you think social media is good for developing businesses?
Mm. Yeah, of course. In this modern, like we like our generations, our young generation use social media often. So develop a business on social media is like a good marketing,
Of
especially
course.
if you hire a KOL or a celebrity uh, to show off your products or things you gonna want the customer to buy. It will like have a huge advantage for you.
Advantage,
So
of
people
course.
will easily know more about your stuff and they immediately buy it.
Yeah, of course. You build your own brand. Everyone
Mhm,
knows, for example, your product, what you sell. So that is really good, actually. Yeah. So there are lots of course, positive advantages and positive points. But on the other hand, we have some negative, maybe, or disadvantages about the use of social media. So what is the most important one, you think?
mm. For me, the most important one is stay in touch with families and friends. The reason why I'm saying that is because not all of us are stay near to our families or friends.
Yeah,
Some students now they have to study abroad, so they have to.
right.
So in the past, we have to write a letter. It's like
Yeah,
it took like a month or maybe a year to receive that letter, but now due to like the technology developments, everyone can use social media to keep in touch with our relatives. So I think it's
relatives.
way, yeah, it's way more convenient and it's really meaningful for me as well. We can talk to them every day and
Of
yeah.
course. They are advantages that we just, and that was really good. I just actually noticed that you perfectly make your answer again, and that was really good. You could make it very well. And now let's talk about disadvantages now, of course,
Mhm.
negative points. So let's see. Uh, actually, I know really important problem, but I want you mention, you tell me what you think about negative side of social media.
Well, there's like plenty of negative sides of social media, like uh giving fake news. Um, and I think the most significant disadvantages is some people are getting distracted during
Yeah.
their like their working or their studying times due to because of the social media. Me, I will say that I'm like example for that because whenever I'm studying, I might be using the social medias a lot, and it's kind of distract me from what I'm doing right now. So
Yeah,
it
of
makes
course.
my work not
I
really
know.
complete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've definitely experienced losing track of time. So, for
yeah,
example, you start surfing an internet, or I don't know, just, checking your Instagram, and then you don't know that, the time, what the time is. Then you actually just open your eyes and then, wow, it's, for example, midnight. It's morning, even morning. So we can say, yeah, really, we can lose, uh, oh, caps lock is on. Okay. Track of time when looking at social media. This one is really awful because, many hours, of course, it's wasting of time, it's wasting. Actually, this is health,
mhm,
it's wasting a lot of money. Of course, you need to pay for it. And,
yeah,
it's really important for your mental health, I think. So that is really dangerous. So it's like, that. And another problem, unfortunately, it can lead to low confidence, self-esteem,
mhm,
because you compare. You, for example, see someone out, especially so influencers,
mhm,
actors, actresses, filters. We are living in the world of filters, and we know how negative they are. So everyone, and then you compare, oh, my nose, my eyes, my face, I'm
mhm,
getting old. Why my skin is not, for example, as perfect as that actor, actress, or so actually this lead, I think this leads to low self-esteem. That is
mhm,
low confidence. That is
mhm,
really important, especially now, for example, for adults, it's okay. Maybe let's, of course, I can say no, it's not okay, especially for women, it's not really good. But teenagers, they're really affected by social media.
mhm,
What to wear, what to, for example, I don't know, watch. So that is really important. So this is another problem. And of course, the problem that we're going to talk about it, and that is a really common topic, especially in part 2 and part 3 of speaking, is
mhm.
cyber bullying and social media.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, of course. And now we're going to learn about is what is the social bullying. So we will watch a video related to this. And of course, we will make some notes. But let me
Mhm.
ask you another question. So we talked about advantages, disadvantages. And now let me ask you my next question. Do you remember? So you said that when you started using social media, it was when you were
In grade 5.
Ah, grade 5. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now let me ask you, what kind of people do you like to be friends with and actually social media websites?
Vaguely. I don't really
Huh.
get what you say.
For example, of course, we can say that we make friends with strangers on social media, right?
Uh-huh.
But what kind of person? So what kind of people do you like to be friends or do you like to talk to on social media?
Mm-hmm. Well, normally I don't like to meet strangers in social media because
Oh,
I feel like it's not really safe for me. But I remember while while we are in lockdown, I met one friend on online. Like we suddenly follow each other, and then he requested me to play games with him, and I started playing games with him, but and then I feel like he's really good, and he's not acting so bad as I expect. So we become friends. Now we kind of like best friends, but we don't see each other often because we are social media friends.
of
So
course.
I think that I would like to meet a friend on social media who is really friendly and funny, who can stay in touch with me, and also um, mm, not don't do anything bad for me, I think.
Yeah, of course. So let's paraphrase it. So,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, you share, okay, that is really important. You talked about something that you like, maybe you and another person that you become friend with. So, you share actually similar, the same, or similar, or the same interests. So that is really important. Okay, for example, if I like this and the person who I talk to, of course, so the first, because that is you, actually the name is online friend, virtual, it's not
Mm-hmm.
real. So as you just said, so similar, sharing similar or the same interest is really important. And
Mm-hmm.
you said actually something negative. Yeah, of course. Actually, people who are positive, they don't have any negative behavior, so that is
Yeah.
really important. Or sometimes if they are, for example, supportive, because we're going to be friends, so that is really important. And
Mm-hmm.
if you can engage in meaningful discussion, so that is really important. What do you think about? So I want to talk about something with this person. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so engaging in meaningful discussion is really important. So, maybe some people actually, I don't know, they make friends with people who are open-minded, but actually
Yeah.
something related to you. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
creative. It depends on you. So actually, if someone, if someone spreads something negative
Mm-hmm.
or misinformation, we should avoid. So we should avoid, for example, those who spread misinformation.
Yeah.
Fake news. So we know that, and there are lots of people on social media, and you know that they have fake profiles, and of
Mm-hmm.
course you don't know who you're talking to actually.
Yeah.
Well, and the next one. So, and this question was really good question, part one. That was really good question. And now tell me, what kind of information about yourself have you put on social media? So you have, of course, social media. So what kind of information you share?
Mm, to be honest, I'm not a really like an active person on social media. I just use it for contact with my friends
Ah,
and other people. So if I post anything on my social media, especially in Instagram, I would post something that's about me, like my face and where I go, or maybe some picture with my friends and something that happens in my daily life.
of course. Well, just let me say something because I heard preposition in. Don't forget about using preposition on social
Mhm.
media, on TV, on the internet. So for every platform like this, online platform or digital platform, we use on.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, of course. So maybe you like, share some normal like name and some personal information like name or like this. Okay, maybe. Do you share like your interests or favorites or no? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. You do the best. Okay. Well, and do you think you used of course, your friend, not you, because you said that you're not really active on social media. So do you think your friends or maybe people who maybe acquaintances, relatives, okay, so you
Mhm.
know them, do you think they use too much social media?
Hmm. I think that we all the same. My friends and someone, my families, but not my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
Mm, I think that my friends use social media as um as same as me as well. And my brother, I think he used social media a lot because his work kind of related to social media. His work in
Oh,
digital, um,
digital marketing.
not digital marketing. Wait, I forgot this word again. Like digital.
Digital platforms, digital marketing, digital white, digital white.
He's kind of like a producer for some commercial and film.
Okay,
Like,
that is digital marketing. Actually, they advertise. They
mhm.
advertise for all the companies. So that is digital services and digital marketing like this. Yeah, of
um,
course.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, of course.
he's working in that thing. So
Yeah.
he used social media a lot. He always posts something that related to his work, about his jobs and his some videos that he have done for the
Yeah.
companies.
Of course. So actually that is what he needs. So
Yeah.
actually, yeah, his job. But it's like, it's not just wasting time. Just, he
Oh.
needs and he uses. So it's really normal. For example, I use social media. Not social media, I use, for example, internet a lot. But this is my job. So it's not something
Mhm.
that I have to. So that is something different. But actually, when you use social media in a negative way, so this is, for example, I think, I myself, I think, for example, maybe my friends, of course, they are not really young. So,
Mhm.
but they spend a really significant amount of time on social media doing nothing, just searching, this one is good. Okay. And it's not really good. So, of
Mhm.
course, you can watch every content, maybe appropriate, maybe inappropriate. That is really important. So actually, you may get distracted. And I
Mhm.
don't know, you lose track of time and just, surfing. So that can be really harmful.
Yeah.
So staying connected. So I think, yeah, really it can be really harmful if you have no control on it.
Mhm.
So that is, yeah, actually it's better to control, I think, or put some limits for our mental well-being. So that is really important. Mental well-being. That is really important. Well, and now let's talk about cyberbullying. So, what is cyberbullying? Can you briefly talk about it? Do you have any idea about the meaning of this word?
Yeah, of course. Cyberbullying is kind of like bullying, but on social media. We
Of
attack
course.
the victims by saying something bad to them on social media, like posting their their face or something is
Or
I think is worse than bullying in the real life because cyberbullying we cannot know who we are talking to because some people they use like their stock account to talk about them so we have no clue what who is saying that thing so we cannot talk to that person.
yeah, of course, of course. Well, and now let's watch a video about cyberbullying and different actually words and types because we have different types like we consider it as like a crime. So
Mhm,
let's see what is cyberbullying and what type of actually this crime maybe we have in social media. So if
mhm,
you have a like something like that you can make some notes. So it's good. Just write some words, keywords because we have a list. Okay,
okay.
so let's watch it together. Then we'll talk about them one by one. Just one moment. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let me.
And forms of cyber.
Okay. Storage here.
Top 10 forms of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a worldwide problem that's growing fast. In this video, we'll take you through the top 10 forms of cyberbullying so you have the knowledge to protect your children. 1. Exclusion. Exclusion can happen in several ways. Your child might be deliberately excluded from online activities, conversations, or social media tags. Children who don't have the latest technology, such as a mobile phone, are prone to exclusion. 2. Harassment. Harassment is sustained and intentional bullying, comprised of abusive or threatening messages sent to your child or to a group. This can severely affect a child's mental well-being. 3. Outing. Outing is the act of publicly humiliating a child or group through the online posting of private or embarrassing information without consent. Even reading your child's messages on their mobile phone out loud can be considered a form of outing. 4. Cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is a dangerous form of cyberbullying in which attackers harass victims through online communications like email or social media. It also refers to adults using the internet to contact and meet young people for abusive purposes. 5. Fraping. Fraping is when someone logs into your child's social media account and impersonates them, posting inappropriate content in their name. Remember, everything rude or otherwise posted online may never be fully gone, even if deleted. 6. Fake profiles. Fake profiles can be created by someone to hide their real identity with the intention of cyberbullying your child. The cyberbully may also use someone else's email or mobile phone to harass them. 7. Dissing. Dissing is sending or posting cruel information about your child online to damage their reputation or friendships. It also includes posting damaging photos, screenshots, or videos online. 8. Trickery. Trickery involves gaining your child's trust so that secrets can be shared publicly online. A cyberbully will befriend your child, leading them into a false sense of security before sending their private information to others. 9. Trolling. Trolling means deliberately provoking a response through the use of insults on online forums and social media sites. A troll will personally attack your child, aiming to make them angry and provoke a response. 10. Catfishing. Catfishing involves stealing online identities and recreating social networking profiles for deceptive purposes. Catfishers look at your child's profile and take information to create a fake persona. This could involve using personal information, potentially damaging your child's online reputation. Please share this video with other parents to help spread awareness. And
well, okay, so let's talk about this top 10, actually, cyberbullying. Well, so from the beginning, the first thing that you actually we had exclusion. Do you remember? Can
Like
you talk about it?
the kid, a kid like have no phone. I don't
No phone.
really understand the first one, but the other.
No phone. I didn't get what you said. So it's like, when you like, you leave someone out, okay? When they're not allowed to be part of a group. So this is exclusion. That is really negative, actually. So actually, it's because it leads to a sense of isolation, so it's like, okay, living.
You didn't share the
Oh, I'm
screen.
not sharing. So
Yeah.
why I'm typing. Okay, now you can see the word living someone. Okay, out or not allowing them to be a part of a group. Exclusion. So you know that exclude, include. So you know this. Okay, the second word that you heard, do you remember?
Sorry.
The second item.
The second item is harassment.
Harassment. And do you remember the meaning of harassment?
It's like you get threatened by some message, isn't like some message.
Yeah, of course. Any like behavior, we can say aggressive behavior. Yeah, of course. That create a really negative or intimidating environment for someone is, of course, is harassment. So this is the second one. And the third one, so let me write it here before I forget. Okay, do you remember the next one?
Is outing.
Yeah, of course, outing. And do you
It's
remember the
like
meaning?
the villain, like they post like pictures of the victim.
Yeah, of course. They share something like, uh, yeah, of course. And how about the next one?
The next one is cyber stalking.
Yeah, of course. Very good. What was it? Do you remember?
It's like an adult, they they know a lot of about our informations, and they started to text the kids
Very good.
to do something for
Yeah, like,
their
posting some
advantage.
false information. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's like, posting some fake information about victims on websites. Yeah, this is maybe blogs or websites. So this can be. And the next one, raping.
Yeah, exactly. It's
What was
like
that? Do you remember?
hack, hack to the
Raping, of course, that comes from actually Facebook rape. Raping, okay. And what was that?
it's like we got hack.
Yeah, of course, of course. The access to your profile,
Yeah.
especially in Facebook, and of course they can easily send messages from you to others, or sometimes they share some private, personal, or inappropriate contents.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one is. And the next one was fake profile, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, this one is really easy, but
Yeah.
this word that is really common actually nowadays, dissing.
Yeah.
Everyone, especially, so just, I don't know, singers, actors, actresses. So they diss each other like, dissing, disrespecting,
Oh.
dissing. Okay, what is that? They insult, they disrespect. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the meaning of, so of course, in different ways. So I don't know, they sing a song, or I don't know, just they share a post or something like this on social media. So dissing. And the next one, trickery. Do you remember?
Mm, trickery is like revealing our secret.
I didn't get.
So we are talking about trickery, right?
Trickery. Trickery.
It's like our secret.
Our secrets, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you know that it comes from
Mm-hmm.
like trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
From dishonesty. So you know that. Like, for example, I don't know, sometimes misleading others, sometimes cheating others. So of course, that is, yeah, because you want to achieve your goal. So what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah, it's really, so you have some personal gain. So yeah, that is like, dishonesty or misleading people in social media. Well, and the next one, I don't remember. The last one was,
No, it's not
oh
a
no,
last
the
one.
last one, no. Well, we have trolling. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Hmm. Trolling. Do you remember?
It's like insult.
Of course, like offensive. Yeah, of course, insulting, or I don't know. Like, you can hurt someone's, I don't know, feelings, emotions. Yeah, of course. And the next one,
The last one is catfishing.
catfishing. What was catfishing? Can you explain it?
It's like damaging the reputation.
Sorry.
Reputations.
Ah, of course, the fame. Yeah, of course. Like, yeah, it can be. Yeah. Well, okay. So we talked about some maybe cyberbullying items. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, which one do you think? If you want, for example, I don't know, rate them from the most important, the most serious to the least,
Mm-hmm.
which one comes first?
Hmm. Mm, I don't know. They all they all like horrible.
Actually, all of them. Yeah, of course. But we have something like, when someone, of course, you can have any problem with someone in social media or face to face. It's normal. You can insult, you can, I don't know, cheat. So there are different things, but the one who access your profile, your personal information, and they can
Mm-hmm.
share something. So I think this one can lead some, I don't know, to some really serious consequences. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have a lot of, actually, we get lots of news. Now, for example, I don't know, a girl's suicide. Why? Because, another person, I don't know, shared some personal information, nude
Mm-hmm.
pictures, or for example, different things. So it's really normal. So I think maybe this one can be really because, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for example, rape. When, of course, later the session that
Mm-hmm.
we talk about, because we will talk about crimes and criminals, so that's really important topic. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the serious crimes is rape. So we
Uh-huh.
talk about it, and we have actually raping, that is Facebook raping, that is really important.
Mhm.
Well, okay. Let's keep going with our next question. Well, so have you ever talked, like, have you ever thought about walking in social media?
Walking? Oh,
Working. Yeah,
working. Hmm.
yeah, working.
Not really. I think I'm not the type of person that who will post anything on social media a lot because now I don't really post anything about myself. So I think that
Yeah,
I
of
would not
course you
prefer
can.
I would not prefer
Yeah,
to choose a work to have always to post
yeah, of
pictures
course.
of my work.
Yeah,
I'm
of
too lazy
course.
for that.
No, you're not lazy. Just you are not the one for social media. Social media is not your thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
not your thing. That is really normal because, me too. So I are exactly the same because I can't. And tell me, of course, we know about negative sides of social media, but is there anything that you don't like about social media?
Hmm. I mean, as I have mentioned before,
Yeah.
as a student, I always be distract by distract my assignments by using due to social media. So it's make my time is not worth it, and also my task is not really complete after all after like plenty of time. So I think that's we can lose track of time when we're looking at the social media. So
Yeah.
I think that is the
Actually, I couldn't catch this part. So it's like you said that you're talking about your assignment, but what is the relation? I didn't get the relation in social media and I didn't get this part. Could you please paraphrase it or repeat it in a way that I can understand?
it's like I don't like the social media when I was studying because it's kind of distract me.
Ah, of course. That distracts you from studying. So
Yeah,
just this, because you talked about the other students, and it was like if there is a relation with other students and your assignments, I was like so a bit distracted. Yeah, of course. It's really important distractors. Well, so do you believe and do you agree that social media is not a safe place to everyone?
yeah, of
So for
course.
everyone, yeah. Yeah.
I think so. Especially for some like influencer or someone is famous on social media, they can
Yeah.
be easily be threatened by the uh, anti-fan. So people who don't like her will find a way. If don't like them, will find a way to harassing her, harassing them by
Of
using
course.
the
Yeah.
like the not really good word for them, and
Mhm.
also digging into their personal life and their
Very
their
good.
past.
Of course. Yeah, of
Mhm.
course. And have you ever heard about, I don't know, any cyberbullying case?
Mm, no, not really. Or maybe I
Yeah,
just forgot it.
yeah, maybe it slipped your mind. Yeah, of course. Well, actually, we have, so of course we're going to talk about part two, but let me ask you another question. Now, it's really important to be cautious, to be aware of actually social media and try to, I don't know, use like security setting properly when using social media. But how we can, so that there are lots of kids and especially kids and teenagers that are using and spending time on social media. every day. But how we can control? Do you think government should actually have control in social media, or they need to limit, or I don't know, for example, restrict this maybe social media and any online platform for teenagers?
Hmm. For me, I think that government should get involved into these situations, but they can do it by like school should teach like kids and teenagers how to use social media in the safetiest way. For example, my school, they teach us how to use social media in the right way. So
Yeah.
we have to. They taught us that we have to log out every time that we're using other device. It's not yours, and we have to like mm, like make sure that your password and have like some doing some settings for more safety for our account. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all.
of course, of course. Well, so of course, that is like, maybe like as you
Mm-hmm.
said, just, teachers, principals at school and governments, they can play really crucial and significant role in actually teaching and actually like, uh, maybe given just,
Mm-hmm.
like some information, useful information about the use of how to use, because we can avoid people from using. So we
Mm-hmm.
can't. We can't control, we can't monitor everyone every moment. So of course it's not possible. But of course we can teach them. So we
Yeah.
can teach them the culture of social media. So how to
Yeah.
use it. And well, now we're gonna keep going with part two. So I will write a cue card on the board. Just may I ask you to have a 2 minutes break? So I need to drink water to keep going. Just
Okay.
may I ask you just 2 minutes, and then we can keep going. Okay? Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Well, we can keep going.
Okay.
Okay, well, so let me write the question. Okay, describe a problem
Mm-hmm.
related to the internet that people face today, and you should say, okay, serious issue. And okay. So we should say what the problem is, who it affects the most, and why is it a serious issue, and explain how it can be prevented.
Mhm. Okay.
Well,
Okay. Um, One significant problem that people are facing today related to the internet is scams. The reason why I'm saying that, oh wait, scam. So scam, like, they use different type of methods. Like, oh no, wait, but I need to say it again.
of course, why not? Just
Okay. Okay. When one significant problem that people are facing today related to the internet um, is scams. Um, like with the nowadays, it's with the increasing amounts of people getting scams are getting a lot. So this this problems are becoming the thorny issues that while was read. So the victim usually are teenagers or elder people. They don't know much about the internet and easily um, trust the scammer. So the victim will often like provide their personal information, maybe bank account details or even money to like there's some call they will tell us that, oh, you just win a prize for this, you have to send us money to get this prize. So when normally people will really happy when they get a prize and like they will immediately send a scammer money and then lost it. I mean, the people who is not uh, cautious may lost their monies or maybe their information, personal informations. So the reason why I think it's a really serious issue is because this scams is not only cause financial loss, but it can affect the user reputations or privacy. And I think that we can prevent these issues by, I mean, the government should get involved into these issues. Like they will have the attacking. I don't know. It's like no. Like they should teach the people, especially teenagers, how to use it and don't easily trust anything that's say online. And also, our family member have to always talk to the older people about the negative things that could happen about this issues.
Yeah, okay, very good. Actually, it was good. Just, let's maybe modify it a little
Yeah.
bit. So the first one, yeah, you started with just the pronunciation of this. You say skim, skim. That is totally different. So if someone has no idea about, so that is really important. So that is sometimes we have short E, that is a skim. But scam, it's actually goes up a little bit goes up. Scam. Yeah, it's not skim.
Mhm.
Skim is this one. Skim. Okay, but scam is different. So we should pronounce it correctly so that this, okay, Wednesday at the beginning, say, okay, say that is about skim. And I'm like, skim? What's the problem with skim? Okay, so this is different. This is the first problem. The second one, that was really good, actually, point that you mentioned. But when you start talking about something, I told you, as you remember, the previous session, I told you that, okay, sometimes I have no idea about what you're talking about, So it's like, you should consider, of course, I'm the examiner and I know what you're talking about, but you should think that, okay, if I need to paraphrase this word first, of course you did it. But it was, for example, after talking about it, actually, when it was like, in the middle of your speech, you started talking about, for example, banks and, okay, so first of all, when you name something, a problem, okay, when you point it, you need to explain what it is. So, for example, okay, I think that the very common issue nowadays is, yeah, of course, scam, that we have different, and then you can mention, so what is this? Okay, and you know that it meant to trick someone into giving away money. So that is, or personal information that normally happened, or something valuable. And nowadays it happens a lot. Now we have different type of it. You want to talk about, for example, banks, okay? So why not? You can talk about online shopping scam or investment scam. So it's like, they call you and, for example, I don't know, you want something, they cheat you. And of course, cyber bullies do this. They actually pretend to be a friend. Then I ask for some information, and of course they use them. And of course they steal your money. So that is really important. In total, that was really good, but you need to pay attention to some actually points. First of all, and another one that I would prefer, of course, no one says that this is a rule that you have to, but we have a factor speaking that is assist, that is actually grammar range, that is fluency. What is grammar range? It means it's better to add maybe two different structure, so to show your ability. So of course what you're talking about is present, so that's perfect, it's understandable, it's clear. But now actually we want to boost your score. So that is really important to use maybe more complex structures, okay? But, when you speak just directly, I don't know, sometimes passive or sometimes used to, sometimes you can add something, for example, with, second conditional. So different, actually, structures that you can use. And now, what? Totally was good. Well, now let's talk about some idioms, okay? Rumors about celebrities, about their personal life, spread like wildfire. What is the meaning of spread like wildfire?
Like we
You
spread,
know that?
yeah, like
Yeah,
we spread
spread like,
the,
yeah,
like we spread the fake information.
spread quickly. You
Yeah.
know that wildfire is a fire that is not controlled.
Mhm.
Can't be under control, so we see spread quickly. Yeah, of course. So they easily share gossips and rumors quickly. And
Mhm.
sometimes, for example, some people make fun of other people. I don't know, someone's appearance
Mhm.
online, especially online. And I think it's really crossed the line. What
Mhm.
is the meaning of cross the line?
Like over the limit.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's like, something, it's too, in actually simple word, it's
Mhm.
too much.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's not to go beyond what is acceptable. So it's too much. Well, and the next one, let me see. Do you know any other idioms that you can use or you heard? We use actually phrase.
Mhm.
Yeah, phrase that that we use it a lot when talking about internet and
Yeah.
online platforms. So like go viral. So it's not bad to just remind it. And
Mhm.
the next one, ah, when you call someone out, what is
Mhm.
this? For
Call it out.
example, yeah, call someone out.
Like asked. Like
Yeah.
they shout out their name or something.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's not. No, no, it's not. Actually, it's like, you challenge, for example,
Oh.
you try to, I don't know, share sometimes like fake news,
Mhm.
lies. Okay, why? Because you want to challenge someone. So, for
Mhm.
example, I don't know, they try to call that actress out for spreading lies on social media. So it's
Mhm.
like to challenge someone. Why? Well, because I don't know what the for some fake news, for
Mhm.
example, some I don't know gossips, lies. Okay, so that is the meaning of call someone out, and is another
Mhm.
idiom that we can use.
Mhm.
Well, and let's see. Let's okay. Do you have any questions related to this part?
No, but
Do you
can
want to
you?
make note before?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Can you go like up?
Scroll up, of
Yeah.
course. I think. Oh, okay. Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Scroll down.
Yeah. Okay. Scroll down.
Okay, scroll down.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, okay, now let's keep going with part 3. Okay, well, my first question, part 3. At what age are children generally allowed to use social media in your country? So, at what age are children allowed to use social media in your country?
In my country, we don't have any specific age to use social media, so the government doesn't. I think they don't really mind about kids using social media, but I can see that if you want to use social media like Facebook or Instagram, for example, Instagram require you to have to be 13 or 14 to use it, or maybe, and Facebook or 18. But our kids in Vietnam or don't really mind about it, and they just faking their age to using the social media.
Yeah, of course. So I think it depends on parents
Yeah.
and their preferences, okay? Or maybe like, everyone's like maturity.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the person. So there is no rule. But yes, of course, some platforms like Instagram, as you said, the minimum age is 13. So, but of course, so we can say that is uh, parental preferences.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on parents. So, and of
Yeah.
course, their maturity. So that's really important. Well, do you think actually children shouldn't be allowed to use social media until they actually show and demonstrate, like demonstrate responsibility or a good understanding of online safety?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's for their safety. So I think it's really important to the kids have to know the social medias, like the negative side of social media before they use it,
Yeah,
and
of
they have to
course.
prepare some
Yeah,
skills or like emotional when we use the social
of
media.
course.
So whenever something bad happens to us, we have to be stay calm. So the kids also need to take responsibilities for their actions online. So there are some kids that they don't really mind their reputations on other and their family reputations. They would show off about something that illegal, and
Yeah, of course.
it could damage their parents' reputations and
Course, fame,
mhm,
reputation, and fame, of course. So, actually, the first thing that you mentioned was really good, emotional maturity. So, if they have this, if they are mature enough to
mhm,
use social media, so, and the next one that is real, they should demonstrate responsibility, and a good understanding of online safety. That is really important. If they have any idea, if they have any idea about, like, emotional maturity, so if something happens, and as you said, they actually, do you think parents should actually restrict their children's, I don't know, social media use by, I don't know, like, by monitoring their activities, they can, I want to know, or no, it's not actually, it's not something that works. It doesn't work. So
Yeah.
do you think parents should restrict their children, like, I don't know, use of social media by monitoring them,
Monitoring them like,
just like this, checking?
oh,
Yeah, of course. For
mm,
example, they set time limits. So that is really important. So setting time limit and, monitoring, that is, for example, I check, I observe their activities. Okay, what they're watching, what they're looking for, so what they're searching. So this is monitoring.
I mean, it depends on the children's age.
Yeah.
If it's too young, like around, like under 13 years old, parent could administrate, like put on the setting time limit or checking their kids' message, but don't let the kids know about that because
Yes.
at that time the kids are in their puberty age, so they will be really aggressive about what the parents gonna doing, especially reading their text. I know that
Yeah, of
parents
course.
are just worried too much about their kids or getting involved or into something bad, and they're scared that their kids gonna be in dangerous. I know it's just about their safety. So if the parents want to do it, they should do it in the like in secret. Don't let the kids know about
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah, of
And
course.
like up to like if we are over 13 or 14 years old, I think that parents should not do anything for the
Yeah,
do
of
like
course.
taking the phones because it's like it's not like every kids need their privacy, the time to check things with their friends and gossip whatever they want. So and also watch anything, but they have to take responsibilities for whatever they do.
Yeah, of course. Very good. So actually, I like your answer, especially, yeah, of course, it's really important how to monitor their activities. Because, yeah, as you said, yeah, like, why parents shouldn't, break their kids' privacy by
Mhm,
monitoring. Why? Because as you said, actually, maybe it can damage their, relationship with your kids. That is the
mhm,
first thing, they're like, actually the sense of trust, maybe. So children need to develop a sense of independence and
mhm,
trust. So, and as I told you before, the problem is with the word over monitoring can lead to feeling of, I don't know, distrust,
mhm,
or may damage the parent-child relationship. So that is really important. So they may damage parent-child relationship.
mhm,
That is not really good. Okay. And of course, feeling of this leads distrust. So that is really important. So as you said, it's not to break their privacy. Yes, of course, they can. So there's some risk when we say over control or over monitoring. So that is really important. How to do it. Now we can say this one. So it's really important. The last thing that we want to learn here, it's essential for parents to play an active role in educating their children about what? About the potential dangers of social media. So this is actually the role of parents. Now, what are the, as you said, cyberbullying, one danger. I don't know, privacy issues, like, for example, different problems. They teach them, they educate them how to actually keep their privacy and safe and secure, like passwords, cyberbullying. So this is the way that they can protect their, their kids, not through over monitoring or over control. Okay, so this way they can protect their kids. Okay, well, we talked a lot in this topic, so let's skip this one. You can make notes, and if you have any questions, now you can ask.
Okay. Well,
I know what question. This is night. You need to go and sleep. What question? I'm like, okay, you can ask question, and now you're thinking that, oh, I need to go and sleep. I know it's so late for you. So this is the beginning of the day for me. So I have energy, but of course, I understand. So just make note and then go and rest.
okay. So you're living in United States?
Of course, California.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Now it's about 7:30, I think, a.m. So it's the
Whoa.
early morning and I'm really energetic. Yeah, energized and active.
Like, at first, I thought you were living in London or UK
Oh,
because,
really?
yeah, because
No. Because
I
of
don't
time difference?
know. I mean, like, at first, I heard your accents. It's kind of like British accent.
No way. I can't speak British at all. No way. I can't. It's really difficult. No, I can't. And I don't want to, I never wanted to learn. So it's like, I have some friends, and I think that I used to live like for maybe 10 years in London, but
Oh,
I didn't like that accent. I was like,
yeah.
I couldn't. It wasn't just sometimes you can make, I don't know, connect or make relation with that accent, but I couldn't. I didn't get, for example, especially some words. I was like, okay, just say them correctly. So I think American accent is really understandable, clear, easy.
Yeah.
Like, but British, even they, let me say something. I have a friend. And you know that there are some areas, some actually like, cities, and especially like, I think it was like, for example, country. And you know that even British can't understand their accent. Like, when they talk, even British are like this. What are you saying? And that
Really?
is really, yeah, of course. And I have a friend, and sometimes we start talking, especially when she start talking quickly, and I'm like, what are you saying? What is that? And she's like, yeah, you crazy. I'm talking really clear. I'm like, no, it's not clear. We can understand. But no, my ex is totally different. So you know that. That's like, they pronounce words and, like totally different. But
Mhm.
I can. It's not that I can't, but I don't like. I don't
Yeah,
like it. I know. It's not my
I get.
choice. Ah. Yeah.
I would prefer like the U.S. accents
Of course,
more.
it's really easy. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Of course. So it's like, everywhere when you travel somewhere, because, really challenging. So,
Mhm.
and, it's not about only about accent. Words. There's
Mhm.
some words and we can't, and EDMs, word, and, and we are like, why? Why, for example, you use this word? Or for example, why you don't use. So of course it's preference, some people, so it depends. So for example,
Mhm.
okay, I have students who want to travel and immigrate to the UK, so they want to learn actually British accent, and I'm like, it's okay, you can learn, but you don't need. If you want to take
Yeah.
an IELTS test, if you want to, for example, immigrate to any English speaking country, you don't need to have like, British accent.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, it's not something that I really like to, even, that, and that day when it comes to accent and English, British are totally different. I think that, okay, we are from the sky. And like,
Mhm.
yeah, really, of course, we can say that, it's not like kind of like racism, but about
Yeah.
accent, they don't accept. Like, and
Mhm.
we're like, okay, it's not good, bro. Just take it easy and say something. Wow, you can see everything really easily. You don't need to make it really difficult. Like,
Yeah.
could you give me some water? What is water? I could just say water, and that's it. That's so easy.
Yeah.
And but of course we have, that, for example, African American people in my country, they have
Mhm.
different accent. That is so cute. For example, if you watched Steve Harvey's TV shows, so you can
Mhm.
see the difference with, different American accent.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, especially when they speak quickly, again, we're like, what are you saying, sir? But
Mhm.
in general, American accent is easy.
Yeah.
So you will learn American accent. Yo, I convinced you.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, well, so let's skip this topic and thank you for joining the
Mhm.
class despite being so late. And I know that you started hurried and you need some rest. So have a great night, sweet dreams, sleep tight, and see you at the next session.
See ya.
See you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.